Deutsche Welle. Asia Compact.
This is Oren Chaudhary welcoming you to a brand new edition of Asia Compact. On the show today, an English language online newspaper from and on Balochistan is blocked by the authorities, the possible bone of contention.
We believe that the issue of the enforced disappearances has not been resolved in Balochistan, and the provincial government has been unable to recover all of the missing persons in Balochistan.
China has its eye on the world aviation market. Road safety in Cambodia mainly means the lack of it. All this and more in the next 15 minutes, so stay tuned. The Baloch Hal, or Baloch News, is an English language online newspaper that deals exclusively with news and analysis relating to Pakistan's Balochistan province. 10 days ago, the Pakistan Telecommunication Authority suddenly decided to block the newspaper because it had allegedly carried some anti-Pakistan material. I talked to the newspaper's editor-in-chief, Malik Siraj Akbar, who is currently a fellow at Arizona State University.
The government of Pakistan has blocked the Baloch Hal, which is the first online English language newspaper of Balochistan, which is in fact the most widely quoted newspaper of Balochistan. And right now the newspaper is not available in major principal parts of Pakistan, and the government has not provided an explanation directly to the administration of the Baloch Hal. It has only spoken to a few media outlets saying, it contained anti-Pakistan material, but that's kind of an old excuse. The government has blocked a lot of websites in the past, and they did the same thing with the Baloch Hal without substantiating their allegations. Up till now, the website is not available in all parts of Pakistan.
Has the Baloch Hal had problems with the authorities in the past?
Well, obviously, the government is not very pleased with our editorial policy, but we always provided them sufficient opportunity to ventilate their opinion. Their spokespersons' rebuttals are published word by word in the Baloch Hal, which is unprecedented. Not many newspapers do it. But we always told them not to take it personal. It was all professional, and we did not attack someone personally. It was all criticism of the authorities in terms of their policies. However, the latest story that comes from Dawn newspaper says that the military authorities were unpleased, and it was blocked on their recommendation.
What exactly has been sort of the bone of contention? What kind of articles were these that, for example, the government of Balochistan were displeased about?
We believe that the issue of the enforced disappearances has not been resolved in Balochistan, and the provincial government has been unable to recover all of the missing persons in Balochistan. It was a promise made by the Prime Minister, Yusuf Gilani, that all the Baloch political activists would be resurfaced. Right now, what we see, like a lot of political activists' dead bodies are recovering from different parts of Balochistan. So this is a very, very serious issue in the province, and a lot of families are complaining about it. So we have been regularly reporting the issue in Balochistan, whereas the national media has totally refused to cover this issue, and because of it, the Baloch Students Organization went on a boycott of the Pakistani media. So all these cases were never reported, and the Baloch Hal was the only newspaper which regularly covered the boycott of the national media, then the issue of the dead bodies of the missing persons.
Let's look at it from the point of view of Islamabad. Balochistan as a province, as a part of Pakistan, is not entirely unproblematic. Could that be the reason for this extra sensitivity?
When you have an online English language newspaper, it has a global reach. Whereas the government's policy has always been, the policy of the military has been to restrict access to Balochistan. Foreign journalists were always denied access to Balochistan. This province was never reported sufficiently. With the launching of the Baloch Hal, we opened a window for the rest of the world. The government in the past has had a history of censoring the media, but the concept of online media is very, very new, and they are really panicked. They don't know how to pursue their agenda of censoring the press.
That was Baloch Hal's Malik Siraj Akbar speaking from Phoenix, Arizona.